There's a lot of outrage swirling on social media about the escape of Tom Alexandrovich, the Israeli cybersecurity official who was accused of and arrested for luring a minor for illicit activities. People are clamoring to find out who was the higher up that allowed for him to essentially post bail and leave not only the prison, but to escape the country back to Israel. My earlier videos focused on the two judges that were assigned to this case out of three, who were Barbara Shafalakwa and Stephen George. In the docket, as you can see here, it was Stephen George who posted his bail and allowed for him to pay the $10,000 for exiting detention. Over here you can see Barbara Shafalakwa is the one judge assigned to him who was scheduled to see him again on the 27th. But the dockets, while they reveal the involvement of both judges, they don't necessarily state explicitly that the judge okayed for his release or which judge okayed his release, just that he posted bond. Fingers are being pointed at Stephen George as well as Shafalakwa, but a new detail has emerged. The interim Attorney General of Nevada is Sigal Chattah. She is an Israeli-born American who is known for violent, nasty comments about Arabs, Palestinians, pretty much anybody who she views as inferior because she has this supremacy complex. She's also Trump appointed. And as you can see here, I found on the Las Vegas, Nevada Police Department's website that it states that this case was not only handled on a state level, it was also involving the federal government. And you can see by the involvement of the FBI, as well as the involvement of the acting Attorney General. Now notice it doesn't say interim Attorney General, and Sigal Chattah is only the interim Attorney General, whereas the actual Attorney General is Aaron Ford. Because of her Israeli background and her derogatory comments and even violent threats to Aaron Ford when they were both running for the position of Attorney General of Nevada, fingers are pointing at her. And I personally believe that it is most likely Sigal Chattah who was pressuring the judges to allow his release, and it was likely Stephen George who posted his bail and then let him go. However, because of the involvement of the FBI and the Attorney General, that also means that the Department of Justice is involved. Now, that implicates two people, FBI Director Kash Patel and Attorney General Pam Bondi, if indeed they were directing these. And according to the article I showed you from the Las Vegas, Nevada Police Department, their agencies were directing. The confusion is all arising because of the fact that there's no explicit statement on the court docket stating which judge let him go, but the one fact that we do have is that it was Stephen George who posted the bail and is likely also the one who allowed him to go, but it could be either one of those two judges, Shafalakwa as well. And it was likely directed by the Attorney General, the acting Attorney General, Sigal Chattah. And this scandal couldn't be more momentous as the Epstein files are being prepared for declassification as the House Oversight Committee receives the files after their subpoena. So this moral depravity that we're witnessing in the MAGA circle, in the establishment, is now being exposed not in only one avenue, but in another. And it's likely that more and more will come to light.